Good morning. This video is for students in EDU 617 and 653 only. Graduate students in the technology course this semester will be using a Diigo group for ongoing sharing and participation and discussion. I'm going to walk you through now what that process is going to look like. The first quest you want to find is the Join Our Diigo Group quest. When you open that quest, you'll find some helpful information for getting started with our Diigo group. You'll find a link where you can send a request to join the group. Once I receive those requests, I will add you to the group. You'll also find a short tutorial about using Diigo, and you'll find a helpful tool that I'm going to walk you through in just a moment that can make it really quick and easy to add resources to our Diigo group. Once you join our Diigo group, the next quest you're going to want to find is the Diigo participation quest. This is going to be a repeating quest, so you should see this pop up in your 3D Game Lab account every week. The expectation is for graduate students in the course to spend at least 30 minutes each week participating actively in our shared Diigo group. So that might include posting new resources, it might include annotating some resources to share your thoughts on them, it might include creating a discussion topic or participating in a previously created discussion, or just exploring and commenting on some group resources. Let me show you what our Diigo group looks like if you're new to Diigo, and I'll show you exactly how to use it. Once you send a request to join and your request is approved, you'll be able to see this. This is our Diigo group for EDU 617 and 653. This is basically a place where we can curate resources, annotate those resources, and discuss those resources. So it's a resource repository for all of us in the course. I've already added 2 resources here just to help you see how it works. So I've added this article and this article here. Let me show you how you can add resources to our Diigo group and annotate them. So first you can click Post, Bookmark, or Topic. Let's start with a bookmark. So if you want to add a resource to the site, I have an article here I was just reading this morning, so I'm going to paste that in there. Click Next. Now it'll automatically pull the title for this article for you, and in the comment space it'll already pull in like the introductory paragraph from that article. Now you can delete that and change it if you want to leave your own personal comment, or you can leave this description here. Now I would encourage you to add some tags to each article. The purpose of the tags is to help us organize and classify these articles so that later in the semester, when we have a lot of resources in this group, it'll be easy to go back and find resources that fit specific categories. So for example, this article is about online teaching, so I'm going to add online teaching. It's also about tools, so I'm going to add toolbox, and I'm going to post it there. Now that article is going to be the top article now in our list, so they're going to be added in reverse chronological order here. You can see the 2 tags I added, and you can see the little description. Now you all can go into any of these resources, read them, you can comment on them here, so we can have multiple comments per article show up here just by hitting comment. You can also like articles, you can save them to your personal Diigo account if you'd like, and then here's where the tags come in handy. So let me refresh this now that I've added some tags. All the tags that are used to classify our resources will show up here. So once, a little bit later in the semester, we might have, for example, 10 articles that are tagged with flipped. So if I wanted to read everything that's tagged with flipped, I could just click on the flipped tag, and it's going to bring up everything in our Diigo group that was tagged that way. So that's why it can be really helpful to just take a moment to add those tags each time you add a new resource. Now you can also start a new discussion topic or participate in an existing discussion topic. So instead of posting a bookmark, you can post a topic. And let's call it online teaching. And I can give some tags here if I want to. I'm just going to post it quickly. Oh, it's going to make me do a description. Okay, so I posted a topic. So here's the topic. And then folks who want to reply to that can open up the topic, and we'll have a threaded discussion here. You can go back and leave a comment at any time or start a new discussion by clicking on topic. I'll go back in a bit and delete that one. So that's how to use our Diigo group for adding bookmarks and topics and then leaving comments on those resources. But let me show you a tool that can make it really quick and easy for you to get resources into our Diigo group. So I have added the Diigo Chrome extension, which looks like this. It's a little D up in the corner of my Chrome browser window. And there are directions for you about how to do this in the Join Our Diigo Group quest. So if you go into that quest, there's a link to take you the place you need to go to get this added to your browser. It doesn't matter if you use Chrome or Safari or Firefox. All of those browsers have a Diigo extension that you can install. The way it works is if you're on an article, you're reading a great resource, and you want to share it with the group, you don't have to go into our Diigo group and paste it. You can just, with one click, you click on that little blue D, and then you choose Save. And right here it says Share to a group, and then choose our group. Then you can add a description here. And again, you can add tags. All these tags are going to be really helpful. And once I hit save, this resource will automatically be added to our Diigo group. So let me refresh our Diigo group. And I already added it earlier, but now it's going to add it here to the top. So that's one way to add resources from anywhere you are on the web. You don't have to actually be in our Diigo group to add a resource. You can, if you install the Diigo extension in your browser, you can add resources with just one click. Now, another feature you get when you install this Diigo extension is that you get these annotating tools. So this automatically pops up on an article that I have saved with Diigo, and now I can use this highlighter to highlight important phrases, words, questions, information in the article. Now, when I add these highlights, it's going to add these in our Diigo group as well. So now if someone from our Diigo group opens this article, they're going to be able to see my annotations in their browser. I could also add sticky notes anywhere to something that's interesting, or add a sticky note to ask a question. I could I could move the sticky note somewhere else in the article so it sits by a specific piece of content, or a specific phrase, or a specific image. So these annotating tools will allow us to not only annotate an article for ourselves, but share those annotations with the group. So anytime one of you open this now, it's going to show you the annotations I've made. So they show up right here. These are the phrases that I've highlighted, and if you click on it, it's going to show you my annotations just like that. And then other folks can go in and annotate them as well. So if someone else wants to add a sticky note or do some highlighting, they can do that, and we'll all be able to see those annotations in our shared Diigo group. So again, the expectation is that you'll spend at least 30 minutes a week adding resources, commenting on those resources, annotating the resources, or participating in discussions around these resources. So go ahead and get started with joining our Diigo group, and I'll be adding you as soon as I receive your requests. Thanks so much, and enjoy getting started with Diigo.